Welcome, I'm Danny, level 100, and today I'm going to give you my impressions on Destiny 2. I played the Destiny 1 beta on the Xbox 360. Upon the release of that beta, I was actually really hooked on Destiny. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing. It was probably one of the most next-gen experiences I ever had at that time. It was going to be one of the first games I was going to purchase with my Xbox One. However, I never actually bought it because I heard of all the negative feedback that Destiny 1 received. Lacking content, lacking story. This time around, Destiny 2 seems to deliver a very polished experience. I played the open beta on PC from August 28th to August 31st. During that time, I played the introductory level for the story's main campaign. And I have to say, it was very impressive. I'm playing on a GTX 1070, and graphically, it looks phenomenal. Probably some of the best environment art I've seen in a while. The artists at Bungie really know how to just crank it up to 11 in terms of the art and presentation. It was a very highly polished experience. Gameplay-wise, it all felt really smooth. There's not really much I could say negatively about the movement. The guns all felt good, they felt different. The only negative I could talk about would be the tutorial, as there really isn't one. They teach you some basic things like picking up a gun and crouching, that sort of thing, but they never really explained any of my abilities. I chose to play as the Titan, and it never really explained what my abilities are. I knew I had a grenade, I knew I could conjure up a shield, and I knew I could use my ult, but there was one ability I had no idea how to use. Another minor complaint, the keybind for melee is the C button, which I find very odd. But since I'm playing on PC, it's very easy just to rebind that to a more convenient key. So no harm, no foul. The second thing I also did with this beta is I played the Inverted Spire mission, and I played that with a couple of random people, and at first, we got completely lost. In the process, we got stuck in the middle of a war between two different alien factions. Soaking it all in, I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. And it gave me the same feeling I had when I was playing the original Destiny beta, where I was just exploring a wasteland and then suddenly I'm in this giant epic battle thing. I actually thought that was really cool. I ended up not being able to clear the boss with the random people. We couldn't get it together. So I played again with a couple of my friends on Battle.net, and it went a lot easier. It went way smoother. We got directly to the boss. Very challenging fight. All the missions are going to be structured like that. It's incredible. One thing I have to say about the Inverted Spire is that you go from maybe 3 or 4 different environments and different layouts, and along the way you're constantly running through giant battlefields. And I really like that setup. It's really interesting and very enjoyable. I think Destiny delivers the action that people love from Destiny 1. I never really dug into Destiny 1, but all the things I loved about the beta seem to be in this so far. If you're a fan, it's going to deliver. I didn't really get too much loot. I got maybe, I think a second new submachine gun and a new leg or armor piece. So I didn't really get to dive into loot too much, so I can't talk too much about it. However, I did play the PvP mode, and I have to say, I'm not a fan of it. In Destiny 1, I dove into the PvP a lot, but I never really got into it. It's mostly because I just like the PvE elements, like the exploration and meeting up with people and going on these missions and quests. That's what I signed up for, and that's what I really enjoy. But hand cannons seem to reign supreme. I played a game of control zones, and the other team just dominated with their hand cannons. They were taking us out with two or three hits, and I couldn't kill them at all with my submachine gun. So that might be an issue later on. I haven't played enough to really tell you that's going to be a problem, but the hand cannons seem to be this game's fusion rifle. For me, the PvP is just not my cup of tea. And one thing that did impress me though is just the movement of the characters. I did touch on this a little bit, but your mobility is amazing. You could slide, jump, glide. You need to combine all these elements together to be a highly efficient killing machine. The only thing I would say I didn't like about the mobility is you're not able to jump, aim in the air, and hover in place. I got used to it in Halo 5 and Mass Effect Andromeda. I feel like that's something that would probably be awesome to have in Destiny 2, but it doesn't seem to be here. Maybe there's a mod or something, some sort of ability that will allow you to do that. Music is another high note for the game, and it goes really well with the action and the combat. The only thing I didn't really like, and maybe it's not that I didn't really like it, but it didn't really hook me, were the characters and their interactions between them, and that might just be because I never really got into the story in Destiny 1, so for me a lot of those little character interactions and moments in the cutscenes were kind of lost on me, but I think this game actually has a lot of potential. My overall experience with this game was fairly positive. I don't know if I'll be picking it up, but if I do, this seems like a game I can really sink my teeth into. From what I've been hearing from my friends and from Twitter, the PC port is the one you want to go with. The last thing I could say though that really frustrated me about this game was the fact that it doesn't interact with XSplit or OBS. If this is a conscious decision by Bungie, it seems very baffling to me. I eventually got it to work with OBS, but it took a long time. The resolution and the way to capture it, it really messed up with my computer settings. Nothing serious, but it's something I want to say. It did mess with some of my settings and it was really annoying. I was eventually able to record the footage you're seeing now. During the process, I missed out on the first half of the game's cutscene, and it just seems like if it's a conscious decision, it seems like a bad one in my opinion. In this day and age, you want to make your game more accessible to streamers and to streaming. It just hurts you not to do that. Overall, I really like the experience I had here. I would continue playing this game if I was given a chance. I'm a little hesitant to purchase because of the history of Destiny 1. Did purchase it. I think this is a game I would enjoy and I would recommend you guys check it out. But anyways guys, I want to say thank you for checking out my impressions video. I'm going to try to make an impressions video on upcoming betas and demos for games and just give you my overall impression on them. And thank you guys all for watching. I'll catch you later. Take care. Goodbye.